All right. Sorry about that, folks. I'm starting a little delayed here. Let's get right into it. How's everybody doing? Boom, bang, bing, bop. Oops. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get my little VTuber PNG out of here. What's going on, guys? Jade Ank is here. It's me solo today, but that's all right. We're going to rock it solo. We're here for PLL Top Cut. Let's get into it, I suppose it, huh? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. All right, let's see. I'm gonna hop into a game here. Let's see if we can get something going right away. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Let's go to Doug's. It's been a minute. Let's hop into Doug's. Let's see what's going on in Dougie's world. That's a deep cut for some of y'all. If you know that, you're an old head. All right, give me a sec, guys. Let me get loaded up here, actually. Oops, sorry, that's my game. Let me get out of there. One moment, guys. Just getting the game just about started here. You guys will have to let me know. We're running on a 3-minute delay. You guys will have to let me know how sound sounds. Hopefully everything sounds okay. All right, let's get right into it. Discord capture, bing, bop, boom, bam. There it is. Doug's, and he is playing against... What is Doug's playing against? Sorry, guys. Let me get rid of that. That's me. Sorry. That was my ding. All right. Doug's playing against Bixie in the first round here. Kind of crazy. Two heavy hitters going up against each other in the top 32. Let's take a look. See how it goes. I'm gonna fix this up. This looks like it's a little big. Hold on. Why are you so big? A little bigger. I'd say that's probably good. A little more. Sorry, that way we got everybody's name in there.
Perfect. There we are. Now we got the name, the scorecards. We know how they're doing. All right, let me get back to loading up the decks here. Give me just a sec, guys. It's like Doug's running Greninja, Suicune Greninja, and Bixie is running the, I want to call it the Giratina Mega Altaria setup with the double Indeedis. I've yet to try this, but Pocketmans, I don't know if you guys caught the Pocketmans video that he just dropped this afternoon, but he dropped a, like, what feels good in ranked meta right now. And he was saying this deck felt pretty good for him, so. Pixie's name on the table. Doodaloo. Turn it down just one smidgen. Shankar, what's up, dude? Welcome on in. How's it going? Caught you earlier in Zatumi's stream. Catching the stream. It's been so long since I've been streaming, so I'm glad to be back. Last night we started streaming ranked. This is kind of like my first official daytime stream that I've had in a long minute, so I'm glad you're back. Thank you for stopping in. All right. Just a sec, guys. I want to make sure everything's going well to start off here. Looks like we're good. All right, so starting off in the game here, we have Giratina ready to rock. Helmet on Giratina. Greninja gonna do 100 damage. Who wins this battle of attrition here? So Greninja attacks first. Gonna do 100 damage to Giratina. Leave him at 50. I suppose Giratina, or not Giratina, excuse me, Greninja wins this. However, Bixie can also just juice up his Swablu or Indeedee. We'll have to see how this goes. Looks like Doug's might be in some trouble here. Again, guys, let me know how the sound sounds. Hopefully everything is sounding okay. The sound sounds and sounding okay. Sound. Let's see. All right, again, this is still game one. Still anybody's ball game here. We're gonna see. Uh-oh, that's probably game for Bixie, actually. Or Doug's, I'm sorry. Game going to Bixie. It all comes down to whether or not this Swablu evolves. If we get an evolution, it's over. Hina? You know what I mean? There's Mega Alt. Alright, that's game. Game one. Going to Bixie. Again, guys, let me know if everything sounds okay. Hopefully the music levels are sounding okay. Everything's good, hopefully. If it's too loud at all, let me know. If it could be louder, let me know. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm sure you know who I am by now if you found the stream. My name's Jay Dankist. I am going to be hosting Top Cut today. I'm rocking it solo, but that's alright. We're here. We're rocking it. If you guys are in the stream, I appreciate you joining me. If you're on YouTube, make sure to drop that like button. What's up, Taj? Taj is dropping in. Again, guys, if you're on YouTube, make sure to drop that like button. If you guys are over on Twitch, you haven't yet hit that follow button, make sure you drop a follow. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. This is top 32. We've got 5 rounds today to get through. Starting at top 32. Again, we are watching Doug's versus Bixie. Kind of a rough start here for Doug's. We'll see how this goes. Welcome on in, guys, to the Twitch channel. See everybody's just making their way on in. Making their way on in. What's up, gang? Sorry, give me a sec. Looking at something in the background. All right, here we go. Doug's with the Ferokester on the bench. We do see at least we have a Candy and Greninja EX set up. However, we've got to get this Indeedee out of here. Doug's debating on putting that energy on the Indeedee. Problem is, again, with Greninja, the ability to retreat on out does not work for Indeedee. It's got to be water Pokemon. So, again, it does not work for Indeedee. Domri and Taj again. Taj over on the Twitch channel. What's up, Taj? All right, we're going to get the Candy again into a Mars, maybe? I don't know if they want a Mars yet. I suppose this turn would be a good turn to Mars, potentially. See, now what I found strange is the fact that we energied up the Indeedee that previous turn. Just because, I guess it doesn't matter now. Kind of does, though. Maybe we could have just put 2 energy on this Greninja before we ever bothered putting an energy on the Indeedee, because now the Indeedee is just going to take extra damage from Bixie's frontline Indeedee. Well, I don't know how Indeedee's... Or, not Indeedee. Not Indeedee. Bixie. I don't know how Bixie is going to play this. If he attacks on Indeedee, he's not going to do very significant damage. He's only going to do, I think, 60 damage. And then he won't be able to power up Giratina. So I'm actually guessing the right play would be to Bellow and maybe attach to Altaria. Taj says, sounds good. Awesome. Thanks, Taj. Heck yeah. I keep forgetting I have a 3-minute delay, so it's going to be a 3-minute response back and forth here. All right, what do we got here? Energy going on Mega Alt. Not too great, though, if you're Doug's. He's got 2 cannons ready to fire on the bench, and really no way to, like, get around this Indeedee without putting his Greninja at risk. I would almost stall for 1 more turn, right? That's what I would do. I guess if you stall 1 more turn, though, you're probably going to lose to Mega Altaria. Doug's not in a good spot right here. That's all I know. Jay, what's up, dude? From one Jay to another. Yeah, Doug's not looking so hot right now. Again, this Indeedee start was definitely rough. I don't know if you risk going in on Greninja and maybe just hope that he doesn't have... See, this is my thought. Or not even go in. Oh, we're going like this. Okay, this is smart. I like this play. I like this play because you should survive with Suicune. And now we're going to get some more card draw going. We've got that Pokeball, we've got a Rare Candy, we've got the other Ninja going, so... Jay says, Indeedee start is Doug's specialty. What, did he take that out of my playbook? All right, on the opposite end, Bixie rocking double Indeedee. Indeedee he is. which means he's going to be healing up for 40 damage every single turn. That gets to be a little ridiculous. I think I'm going to try this deck in ranked grind later today. I did not get a chance to try it last night. I was just focused on... What did we play a lot of? We played a lot of Greninja Mega Altaria. Was like my main squeeze last night. Not a bad hand if you're... What are we doing here? Are we going to shift out? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess this makes sense though, right? Because... Sort of. Maybe that was a misplay. Because... Yeah, we're gonna have to go like that. Huh. Problem is... Tina's getting healed to full. He's only dropping to 130. And you're only gonna do 120. So... Then you're kind of... You're SOL after that. I don't know. Not looking so hot if you're Doug's. Which is not great. It's been a minute since I've actually got to see Doug's play, and a 2-0... This was like a 2-0 rollover for Bixie, I guess. Ooh. Bixie also dropping a Mars. Yay. Like Alpha 5 on Power Rangers. Ay. Zordon. That gets even worse considering we lost our candy there. So things go from bad to worse. One thing we could do is maybe cape up the Frogadier, which would then put the King Greninja at 140 health, which would then be enough to survive a hit. I like it. I mean, this is really all Doug's can do here. Just a rough game. Kind of crazy to see Sui Ninja get manhandled like this. That 40 heal every turn gets a little out of control. What's up, Zago? Again, guys, I'm rocking a 3-minute delay, so if it takes me 3 minutes to respond to you, that's why. All right. We do have a Cyrus play, at least, right? But what do we do? Oh, this is just not good. Not good at all. Actually, hold on. Wait. This isn't bad at all. Did Doug's just pull off a dub? The Dougie dub? He might have pulled off the Dougie dub. Is Bixie running a Giovanna? Yes, they are. Uh-oh. Oh! I was gonna say it's Sabrina, Geo, and that'll be it. If we drop another basic... Damn. Doug's almost had the comeback there. I saw the line. I saw the light. What a shame. Shout out to both players. Excellent players here. Again, this was like 2 heavy hitters going head-to-head in the first round, so... very unfortunate end for Doug's. Oops, that was my camera. Sorry. Very unfortunate end for Doug's. But let's get into another game. Let's get into another game. Ooh, I know who we could watch. I got one. I think they're still around. Are we in a game? We're in a game. Let's get into it. 1 second, folks. Bing, bop, boom, bam. make this one a little bigger. All right. So, I pulled up Raphael playing the Venusaur, solo Venusaur deck. I'm loving this deck. This is like an insane deck. One sec here. Let me do... this. Raph. Where are we at? Raphael! Oh no, wait. Is he actually in a game? May not be real gameplay here. This is not real gameplay. Sorry, folks. Hold on. Let me find an actual game. Looks like he is just practicing in ranked, which I don't blame him. Players are going to be probably popping in and out of ranked here. But Raphael did win their game, so they may just be waiting for the next round to start. Let me see what happened here for the first round. We can go watch Arca. Let's do that. We'll come back to Raphael. For now, we're going to go watch Arca. Get the game on screen here. All right, here we go. Oh no, was that it? I think this is game 3 though. Hold on, let me find out. Nope, that was it. Of course. Of course that was it. Either way, shout out to Arca. Prelux, we can watch Prelux. That's what we'll do. I know what we'll do. One sec. Alright, where are we at? There we go. Okay, Prelux currently down a game. Who are they playing against? Spell Prelux's name right, too. Alright. Prelux playing against Frog EX Momo. Prelux playing a unique deck this week as well. Let me get it on the screen. Alright, there's Prelux's deck. And then Momo running Suicune Greninja. Alright, for Prelux though, we are... Again, he's rocking kind of a really unique deck. He's got the Goomies, the new Mirror Shot Magnezone lineup, one Giratina, and one Indeedee. Then he's running Psychic Energy. What's up, guys? What's up, Sin? Jay Swan says, this is delayed, but I told you Indeedee is Doug's start, or Doug's specialty. Indeedee's start is Doug's specialty. So close. He still almost had it. For how bad of a start that was, he still almost had that, so can't hate that much. Alright. Prelux running this... I don't know, this Goomie's insane. Goomie, like, is messing people up. I think Gumi is definitely a good start as well. It's like a baby, but different. You know what I mean? Sin says, Taj making Jay suffer and cast by himself, huh? I offered. That's all right. We did have somebody lined up, but some IRL stuff popped up, so no biggie. I don't mind casting solo. Solo dolo. Personally, I almost kind of like it because I don't have to wear my earbuds. I like wearing my earbuds though when I have like Taj or somebody casting with me, just because it's hard to hear them, and I don't like interrupting people. And it gets really hard when you don't wear earbuds, and you like, that's when I start interrupting people because I can't necessarily hear when they start talking. You know what I mean? Or I can't, like, you can, but you can't hear it as well as you can like with an earbud. All right, let's see what Prelux is gonna do here. Excuse me. I mean, he could get Ndidi on the dance floor and cause this Suicune. The problem is if he puts Ndidi down, he's a prime target for a Sui Ninja. Prelux is kind of in trouble here. If he has a cape, though, he'd be okay. I didn't get very much sleep last night either, guys, so I might be a tad bit delusional today. Just a fair warning. All right, Ndidi making its way downtown. I was almost going to question why Momo did that, but it makes sense now. Prelux is in trouble here. The name of the game right now, after playing ranked all night last night, I ended up making Master Ball last night. I don't know if anybody else made Master Ball, but if you did, grats. It was a grind. A lot of Greninjas going out last night. What's up, Logan? If anything, Taj is making you guys suffer because now you got to listen to me yap solo. Excuse me. Yeah, again, that's probably wraps for Prelux here, huh? Gumi dies to a ping. And we're not killing Suicune. Unfortunate. Doodly-doot. All right, game 2, going to Momo. Shout out, Momo. Also, shout out, Prelux. That dude has been on a grind. He has been grinding ranked, I'm pretty sure, all night. I don't think he's gone to sleep yet. Because he was up grinding ranked when I went to bed. Actually, technically, I didn't go to bed. I just stopped grinding. I was gonna go to bed, and I ended up staying up as well. I got like an hour nap, if that. But either way, we're rocking through it. And I was just gonna say, Prelux, though, he is really rocking through it. That guy has to be tired by now. Shout out to Prelux. All right, let's see if we can find another game that was probably... We're getting real close to the end of the round. We've got 2 more games left. Gogeta versus Victor and Tekken Vera versus Tavogod. Let's see if we can find Tekken Vera and Tavogod. Tavogod right here. Let's pop in and watch the game. One sec, guys. There we go. Let me clear the names. Again, we have Tekken Vera versus Tavo God. Hopefully I have enough time to swap this over here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. What game was that? 1-1. All right, we've got time. Game 3. We're in a game 3 situation, folks. Who are we watching, by the way? I think we're watching a Master at Work. We're watching Tavo God. And he is playing against Tekken Vera. All right, one sec, guys. Getting the deck list loaded up. Make sure I have the deck right here. All right. Both players... Let me make sure I have these correct here. Both players are playing... Yeah. It's like Tekken Vera is playing a Mars, but both players are playing Mega Altaria Greninja. Tavo God choosing to include a Jirachi and only one Chingling. Tekken Vera going with the double Chingling wall. I was running the double Chingling wall, so I was running what Tekken Vera was running. Tekken Vera, however, does not have a decent start here. We are going to get a candy. So that will prevent the benched Greninja from getting sniped out by Jirachi this turn. Logan says, wanna bet Prelux is already in top of Masters. I think he said he hit top 10 last night. I don't know if he still is, but he peaked at top 10. Prelux is nasty, that's for sure. I would only imagine that he's gonna go right back to grinding ranked right after that. So there's a good chance he was probably happy he lost. All right, Tavo God getting Greninja online here. Going to put his second Swablu down. He's got two Cyrisi, sitting there on the bench. Or in his hand, excuse me. Just chopping down that Greninja in the back. That thing's dead in, what? I guess next turn. That thing's dead. That thing be dying. Kind of crazy that Jirachi able to just snipe down that Greninja like that. We may see a sleep play here. I would imagine that's what they're going to do. Nope. Oof. All right. Things are looking good if you're Tavo God. Tavo God set his alarm. He's not going to bed right now. Mega Alt coming out. We've got Double Cyrus in hand. Kind of a weird ping there. I'm not sure. Oh, no, I guess that makes sense, because we can just attach to the other Swablu or wherever, and then Star Drop and do some damage. Tavo God kind of in a rough spot here. Not Tavo God. Tekken Vera in a rough spot. I don't know what they're gonna want to do here. Logan, I've seen a couple people play it that way, where they choose the Jirachi over the second Chingling, but it's kind of a gamble, obviously. If you don't start with the Chingling, then it kind of just becomes useless after a certain point, you know what I mean? Like, it just, obviously it's helpful for powering up Altaria, but really all it is a 30 damage liability, or 30 health liability on the board. So, we do get the sleep play. There's a positive thing there, positive note. However, we do have a Cyrus, and that Cyrus gonna prevent any sort of turn from taking place for one more turn. Sin's right. If that Jirachi was a Chingling, there would be no Greninja. That's true too. See, it's give and take, double-edged sword. What's up, Nate? It has been a minute since I've seen you, Nate. It's been a minute since I've been live, so glad to be back. In fact, this is my glad to be back song. Nate says, nice to see a stream again. Nate, I agree. Again, guys, I'm on a 3-minute delay, so if it takes me 3 minutes to respond, just remember, we're on a 3-minute delay. Also, guys, if you're new here, you haven't yet dropped a like, dropped a follow, dropped a sub, all that good stuff. Do me a big solid, hit that follow button, hit that sub button, hit that like button. If you don't know who I am, my name's Jay Dankist. I try to stream Pocket content throughout the week. It's been a minute, actually, since I've been live on my own channel. However, I do help out with the Pocket Mads tournaments and various other tournaments. Usually I'm co-casting with Taj. In fact, today I would be co-casting with Taj. However, he had to step out doing some IRL stuff, so I'm rocking it solo. Solo dolo. You guys got to deal with me today by myself. But that's all right. We're having fun. We're jamming out. Watching some good games. Again, guys, do me a big solid. Hit that follow button. Hit that sub button. Hit that like button. And then be sure to come hang out with us. Uh-oh. Just straight gave up. Tekken Vera. G to the G. Actually, I'm sorry. Tavo God, GG. Tekken Vera, great effort. Mega Bricks, he says. Mega Brick status. Alright, let's see what else we can get into here. Have they started the next round? Take a look. It's in a book. It may be time for the next round. I think everybody's about there. I don't know. Judges, I guess it's going to be 3 minutes delayed, but are you guys holding the rounds? Are we going, like, until everybody completes the top 32? Take a look and see who is still in it. I want to check this player out. This is probably what we'll be looking at here. Let me pull it up on the screen for us. Here we go. All right, Raphael. Playing just solo Mega Venusaur. Was able to win his first round in Top Cut against Sui Ninja. Again, I would love to see this as our next round here, so we'll keep an eye on things. I think the next round gonna start up here any moment. I think it just started up. Let's see. Raphael, are you in the Twitch or Discord? I think they dropped out of the Discord. They were in here. Let's see if they jump back in. There they are. And they're back. All right. A lot of, like, good names here. We've got Arca from yesterday. We've got Narumi, Raphael here. We're going to watch this, the Venusaur deck. I want to see this in action. I think everybody's going to want to see this in action here. So let's take a look. Just a sec. Oops, let me get back into this. Don't want to show off everything here. Hold on one moment. In fact, while they're getting loaded up, we'll get the decks loaded up. They're getting the game started up here in just a moment. Let's see. Looks like they're going up against a Mega Altaria Greninja. This might be scary. We'll have to see how this plays out. There's the opponent. We're still waiting on the game to start, guys. As soon as the game starts, I'll pop it up here on the screen. I think they are searching, so it should be any moment. There we are. We're back. Sin says, Mega Bricks. Wasn't that the knockoff Legos? Yeah. They were like the big chunky Legos that didn't fit with regular Legos. So whenever you got like, I remember as a kid, you'd be like, I want Legos for my birthday. And then you'd have that one like aunt or uncle that bought you Mega Bricks. It's like, do you know what you're doing here? I mean, you might as well throw that crap in the garbage. Uh-oh. Roka Stream says, you're old. Yeah. Sin and I think both just exposed ourselves. Mega Bricks are from the way old era. Were they Mega Bricks or Mega Blocks? Mega Blocks were different. Mega Bricks are the Legos. I think Mega Blocks exist. All right, either way, let's get into the game. Looks like it's just starting up here. Doobie-doo-doobie-doo-doo. Why can't I find you? Where's it at? There it is. Alrighty. Chingling in the active. Chingling could be a menace here. It absolutely shuts down Bulbasaur. We're going to have to see how they play around this. But again, Chingling is able to completely shut down Bulbasaur, or at least from playing quick growth extract. So we need to either manually find the Ivysaur, like, fast, or I don't know what we do. We're in trouble here. Not good. I guess what we can do... Interesting that we're going to play the Sabrina now, but I guess it kind of makes sense. We're going to stall as long as we can. Also, kind of crazy that the opponent here is playing the Find a Friend Swablu. Very interesting. Do they choose to retreat? What are we doing? All right, we're giving up the game. Things are going to look real good for Raphael here. Oh, boy. Look at this. This is going to be a huge play, I think. Okay, we're going to get the quick growth right into Ivysaur. We're going to hit the red card. Why not? Get rid of like 6 or 7 cards. Roke knows what's up. Speaking from experience, right? I guess we do die to Mega Altaria here, right? Does it end that quick? I don't even want to look. Mega Alt. Actually, crazy that they didn't find their Mega Altaria, even with the Find a Friend. What a whiff. What a whiff. All right, we've got options. Nope, never mind, we don't. Can't use that green plug. Gotta go manual style. No biggie. Here we go. Mega Venusaur teeing off. Desperately looking for a helmet, though. I would say. More heals. All right, coming down to this. That's it. They bricked. Game 1, going to Venusaur. I thought this was going to be a rough matchup, but I mean, Raphael took game 1. If you let Mega Venusaur get online, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble because that thing hits. It's got a lot of health, and you can infinitely heal plus sleep them, right? Plus, you can put him in the sleeper hold. All right, again, Raphael taking round 1 there. All right. Moving into our next round here. Logan says, I played against Pound Swablues today. They're real desperate then, huh? I would take the Find a Friend over Pound. I'd still say Sing is easily the most meta one because you can win games. Like, you can completely clutch games with Sing. Kind of weird that this Find a Friend, like that last game, Wadabetter or Hi, whatever the name is, the player here, the opponent, they did not find their Mega Altaria, even with the Find a Friend. Kind of crazy. All right, if you're Raphael, I think you're looking good. Possibly, right? Hold on, are we looking good? Yeah, we're good. Helmet, put your helmet on. Put your glasses on. Nothing will be wrong. Shout out if you know what that reference is. Chat, 3 minutes from now, I better get somebody who knows what that reference was. The put your glasses on. Okay, Ninja coming out. Uh-oh. How much damage is this? Not enough. Looking real good for Raphael. He's gonna get the Ninja on, or not that, I'm sorry. He's obviously, the opponent's got the Ninja online. But I'm gonna say he's gonna get the Venusaur online. Oh my god! Yes, that's game over. I shouldn't say yes. I don't like being that biased. But I do love watching Mega Venusaur win. I tried playing Mega Venusaur last night. I was getting my butt kicked. Absolutely getting my butt kicked. Dude. Alright, Plasma, or Hi-Hi, is gonna have to pull... He's gonna have to pull some cards out of the deck here. Oh, no way! Game over! Dude, I'm telling you, Venusaur. What's nuts, too, is Venusaur games go that quick. I mean, it's like... They're over fairly quick. You either win quick or you lose quick. Insane. Shout out to Raphael. Moving on to the next round. Bro, I love that deck. Absolutely love that. Alright, let's find us another game. In the meantime. Who could we watch? Who's Narumi playing as? What's their... Narumi's here? Let's go find out. Oh, Takahiro. Alright, let's do this. One sec, chat. 1 second. Okay. Clear the board. Let me get this game loaded up here. Or we got the game loaded. Let me get the cards loaded. So it's Narumi or Takahiro versus Kifa, I think it is. Is there a difference in decks? I don't know whose deck is whose. I hope I don't get these wrong. I think this one's Narumi's. Or, not Narumi's. Takahiro. Narumi. Whoever it is. Whoever you are! Let me see. Okay. Locking in here. Let's see what's happening. Takahiro gonna take out the... No, it's not gonna take out the Greninja. Uh-oh. Rut-row Reggie. I do have these deck lists backwards, but I don't think it really matters. Let me check. I think they're both running the exact same deck. All right. Kifa taking out a price point there. We'll heal up. Kind of a big prize point there. That's going to block the Greninja EX from getting online. Question is now, how do you play this? They do have double Cyrus in hand. I would put my energy on... Obviously, you got to put it on the Greninja. What if you Cyrus in the Suicune right now? Ping it, Cyrus it in. Attack that. No, wait, you can't do that. And then, I was gonna say, and then ping the Greninja. What if we do all these things? The problem is that ping damage is likely just gonna get healed right off. So that's why I would have maybe put that ping damage over on Indeedee. Right? That's my thought. Hi says, this is my second time in a tournament run, or my tournament run has been ended by me getting super unlucky to a Venusaur. No way. Dude, there's... It's just very unfortunate because those Venusaurs, once they get online, I mean, they're unstoppable. That's the problem. You have that small window from when they're going from, like, Bulbasaur into Ivysaur, and then Ivysaur into Venusaur. I feel like that's when they're the most vulnerable. Either they're going to brick on their own, or you can maybe stop them with, like, a Chingling stall. But either way, it's just like, if they get the Venusaur online, how do you stop it? It's like the Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. This is huge. Huge Irida right here. In fact, that might be a game-winning Irida. Might be looking at a Game 3 scenario. Is that enough damage? I think it is. Looks like we're going to Game 3 here. Not only that, but they have a Pokeball in hand, so that would pop them up to, I believe, 100 damage. Well, 80 damage off of Suicune, 100 damage in total. But that'll be enough for a Game 2 win. Sorry, Game 3 scenario. That's where I was going with that. Again, guys, the lack of sleep, I think, is starting to kick in. You ever just, like, get really tired, and then when you start yapping and talking, it's like, blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about, bro? That's where I'm at right now. I'm catching myself talking, and I'm like, what are you even saying? Either way, bear with me, guys. That's the problem, I would say. When you run these solo, you start yapping to yourself so much that you go crazy a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I start talking to myself off stream. We've got 3 matches left for this one. I guess we're not done here. What am I doing? Yeah, regardless, hi, still in an excellent run. Congrats on making it to top 32. Again, very unfortunate that Mega Venusaur had to step in the way there. All right, Game 3. Game 3. Chat, if you guys are grinding ranked, have you made it to Master Ball yet? Let me know. Let me know if you made it to Master Ball. Momo says, is it Raphael Louis? I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Raphael Louis, I believe it is. But yes, that is the player. Also, what's up, Momo? Welcome on in, guys. If you guys are just getting here, again, you guys probably know of me by now. I'm Jay Dankist. You guys catch me streaming with Taj all the time. I'll be streaming Pokémon tomorrow with Taj, in fact. So make sure to drop in tomorrow. Make sure you guys are subbed up, followed up. Make sure to drop a like, do me a big solid, hit that sub button, hit that follow button, and then join me on some future live streams. If you guys aren't followed up to one of the co-hosts of the Pocket Mads tournament series, I mean, what are you doing? Logan says, I did beat 2 Venusaur today because they never found Venusaur and couldn't use Quick Grow. That's, like, I think one of the better ways to shut them down is, like, lock them into an Ivysaur. Because they can't kill you, right? Once they're in Ivysaur and they have to find Venusaur. DBZ says, if I get paired into a Ori Zone, I can't even win. Uh-oh. DBZ, where, like, I gotta check where you're at. DBZ, sitting 9-0. He won his last round. I'm gonna check the standings and see, or the pairings, and see what's coming down the bracket. What's coming down the pipeline? Uh-oh. And you may be looking at a Magnezone or a Choreo with Siren. Oh no, DBZ says my run's about to end. DBZ, we believe. Put your hands in the air like Goku. Send him that energy. Alright, what do we got going on here? Mars play. Could happen. I guess maybe not right now. Narumi gonna get the kill on Suicune, and then Eevee doesn't have any energy built up to attack, so they can just ping counter, but that's about it. Akahito. Narumi's sitting real good right now, I would say. We do see a Froakie and Greninja EX in their hand. Sorry, folks, that was me popping that up right over there. I always point to the wrong direction, too. I meant to point, like, right there. Not there, there. Prelux with the massive raid. Well, come on in, folks. Come on in. Come on in. Major shout out to Prelux. What is up, dude? I hope the stream went well. I know it was an insane marathon of a day for you. Excellent tournament run, even if it ended a bit short. Either way, thank you so much, dude, for the raid. Appreciate it. 25 hours. Is that what it was? If you went for 25 hours, you're a madman. Either way, if you went from just last night until now, you're still a madman. Also, Sin's right, guys. We are on a 3-minute delay. So, I will be talking to you 3 minutes in the future. But either way, thank you guys. Welcome on in. Again, my name's Jay Dankist. If you aren't familiar with me, I am one of the co-casters for Pocket Mads, Pocket Legends League. You guys can catch me basically all the time co-casting with Taj. Whenever there's an opportunity and I can make it, I'll be there with Taj. Unfortunately, Taj couldn't make it today, so I am covering, picking up the slack. I'm rocking it solo today, but that's all right. We're doing all right. Big shout out to Prelux again for the raid. Glad you guys could join me. All right, back to the game, though, real quick. We did see an insane Irida play. I think... How much damage can happen the next turn? 80 damage. So now the question is, do you load up the board? I think you wait, right? I don't think there's a point in putting in the frog? But then again, maybe there is. No, because then your Indeedee's just at risk. They can Indeedee, they could Cyrus, ping your Indeedee, and it's over. In fact, Takahiro's taking no chances. Gonna retreat into the other Suicune. This could be trouble, right? Oh no. What do we do if they get Cyrus? That's not good. Oh no, it's gonna happen! Did I jinx it? I think I jinxed it, folks. I think he was better off not retreating there, huh? That's 2 Cyruses, though. And now he can... Oh, never mind. It's game over. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered. Sorry, I was trying to run the math with the raid going on, and I was way behind. Alrighty. Well, I guess grats to the opponent here. Kifa. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Also, big shout out to Takahiro or Narumi. Excellent run. We are getting into... What are we on, guys? I think we're in the top... Pull it up. We'll pull it up here in the, on the side. Let's pull up the standings and all that good stuff. All right. So here's the bracket. We'll see where we're at here. That was top 16. So we're going to move into top 8 here. Top 8, we're looking at Takahiro. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Kifa versus... I don't remember who won here. Bixie or Gregor Master. One of the two of them. Raphael versus... Uh-oh. I don't know who Raphael's going up against. DBZ versus Siren, I believe. If that's the case, let's watch DBZ. DBZ, I think we're gonna end up watching your game here. I don't think we've seen Giratina Mega Altaria today, so I think that's the plan. Ooh, Ophion, thank you for the follow. Again, guys, welcome on in. If you guys haven't hit that follow button yet, do me a big solid. Make sure to drop a follow. My name's Jay Dankus. You guys normally catch me streaming, co-casting with Taj on Saturdays for the Pocket Mads tournament, or whenever there's a tournament going on, like today, Pocket Legends League. Yesterday, I was co-casting with Taj. Today, I am picking up the slack. We're rocking solo today. But yeah, me and Taj. I mean, these are the two big tournaments we normally cast. Is Pocket Legends League and Pocket Mads. I think Taj actually casted the one time that I won a Pocket Legends League. Taj was casting it. So, how special is that? All right, let's see. Are we up for the next round yet? Not yet. But we have one more game left. Siren, are they in Discord? Oh, I hope I wasn't yapping while they were sitting here playing. They are. Let's hop in and see if we can catch the end of the game. Sorry, folks. All right, here we go. Pop the game out and quit yapping, please. One sec, guys. Also, big shout out to Neji for real for the beats that you guys are listening to. Fellow Pocket content creator. Neji's an awesome dude. Makes awesome beats. Is there time to get the deck list updated? I don't know if there is. How's this gonna go down? Matt Angle. Is that like Kurt Angle's kid? His nephew? Give me a sec. Let's see if I can get the deck list loaded up. We are in game 3 versus Matt Angle versus Siren. Excuse me. Siren is playing Magnezone or Oricorio. me one sec, guys. Getting the deck list pulled up right now. Matt Engel. Oh no, do I have them backwards? I do. Crap. Ah, crap. All right. So again, Siren versus Kurt Angle's kid, Matt Angle. Siren is desperately looking for his Magnetons. In fact, this might be... Ooh. Might be trouble here. I think we have to focus on Our Lady, or focus on Our Lady to stay alive. Yeah, DBZ, I think that's kind of the name of the game here, is find your Magneton, find your Magnezones, get them going. Again, very unfortunate, though, that we don't have the Magnetons going this far into the game. Not that we're, like, that far into the game, but still, we're past turn 2. Oricorio. Oricorio does live, and actually we are going to be able to knock out this Greninja. And we find Magneton. That couldn't have gone any better. Let's see. Maybe it could get better if we end up finding our other Magneton. Or Cape. Cape is good too. All right, here we go. We get the kill. And then lucky for Siren, all they have is energy on... Oh, wait. We're going to counter with Froakie, and that ain't no jokey. Actually, this is kind of a smart play. However, this is going to be their second frog wiped off the field. Lazzarini, thank you for the follow. Jay says, I knew the music sounded familiar. Neji the GOAT. Absolutely. Again, guys, I apologize. There's a 3-minute delay, so I'm 3 minutes ahead of you guys, or 3 minutes in the future when I'm replying to you. But either way, thank you so much for following the channel. And if I'm replying to you, just know that it'll take me 3 minutes to get there. All right. They're attacking first into Magnezone with Suicune. Let's see what they can put down for basics. I think all they have left is the other Suicune. We're going to hit for 60 damage here. Not a lot. The player Matt Angle does have a cape left. However, we are holding a Guzma in hand. Still waiting on that Magnemite in the back row to get any sort of lovin' from a Magneton. All Alright, what do we got going on here? Magnezone ripping into Suicune. Also putting that effect on. I think Hurt Angle's in trouble here. He's gonna only be able to hit for 60, and he has to flip through coins. And he can't attack, because if he attacks, he dies. I don't really know what he can do here. Besides, hit that concede button. Light Rain, what's up, dude? Welcome to the YouTube channel. Guys, I am co-casting, not co-casting, solo casting, but I am duo casting, duo streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Got the multi-stream going. If you guys aren't over on YouTube, make sure to head over to YouTube. Drop a sub on YouTube. If you guys aren't over on Twitch, make sure to go over there. Drop a follow. All that good stuff. Can I do this? I think I have this. Boom. Socials. There it is. Set them up. Nightbot, help me out. Nightbot, send them the links. All right. Grats to Siren. Moving on. Uh-oh, I think that's bad news, though, for DBZ. Siren having some luck here with the... No, I have that backwards. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong bubble. The blue bubble. Blue bubble goes to Siren. Siren having some luck with Magnezone, though. Magnezone or Oricorio. Worked out pretty well there. And with that, I think that's the end of top 16, right? We're moving into top 8. That'll be it. I believe we're gonna watch DBZ. So good luck, DBZ. Wait, where's DBZ? Wait a minute. I guess we can just watch Siren. We're already here with Siren. Let's just stay here. We'll do that. How's that sound? We'll hang with Siren. Then I don't have to change Siren's deck list around or anything like that. Going into MTG DBZ. I think it's gonna be like that, right? Let's check the standings here. It is looking like that. Sec, let me switch the deck list over here. There we are. Okay. Everything should be up and ready. I'm gonna hide the screen for now, though. Till we get into the game, I'm gonna hide it up for just a sec. In the meantime, take a look at the standings. All right, here are the standings. Are these updated yet? Not yet. We're waiting. Waiting. I'm gonna, actually, while we're waiting, guys, I'm gonna take 2 seconds. I need 2 seconds, I'll be right back. All right. I am back. do we have updated standings? Yes, we do. All right, again, MTG versus DBZ. Looks like they're just about to get ready to start. Let's head over here. Once the game does get going, or once they do get searching, I will pop it back up. Where am I at? Let me get myself back on cam. Folks, don't forget, there is a Wonder Pick event going on right now in-game. Make sure you're logging in every 30 minutes or so, roughly, checking your Wonder Picks and seeing if you have the new Chansey Wonder Picks in there. I think it's a Helioptile and another Eevee. Is that what it is? Or something? I can't remember what it is. Oh, a Baneri. That's what it is. Not an Eevee. We didn't need another Eevee. We need an Eevee like we need a hole in the head. All right, what do you think, guys? I'm going to rip one right now. Wonder Pick style. Well, I got a Heliolisk. I got one of the new Heliolisk. All right, in the meantime, I think they're just now searching. Oops, hold on. Once the game starts, I'll pop it up. Should be any sec now, though. Again, we are going to be watching Siren versus DBZ. Good luck to both players. This is top 8 in Pocket Legends League number 49. Here we go. And another one, and another one. All right. So for Siren here, this is my problem with this deck, is I always feel like I don't have a good start. You know what I mean? Like, I'm either starting with Magnemite, which I end up, like, losing before I can get it online into a Magnezone, if it's in the active, or I have to start with an Oricorio that is sitting, it's a sitting duck for 2 turns. I don't know. Again, I just feel like I don't have a start that feels great when I play this deck. But let's watch Siren and see if they can maybe teach us a thing or two, huh? See if we can learn a thing or two. DBZ hitting the Pokeballs. Again, I feel like Siren's deck, like, needs a... what's it called? A Chingling or something, but at the same time, it's like you're just clogging it up if you put a Chingling in there. Doesn't work. Good news for Siren, we do have... How does this work, though? Because they have Indeedee in the active. Yeah, I think we just have to do this. I guess for the most part, so that's a good way to do it, right? If you have Magnemite out front and like an Oricorio on the bench, and they put out like an EX that's gonna kill you, then you just retreat. But if it's not, like, what non-EX is gonna kill you other than like Hydreigon? Maybe a Greninja. I guess there's quite a few, but I don't know. Again, I just feel like you're 80 HP on Magneton, so even if you evolve into Magneton, I just feel like it's never enough. DBZ, unfortunately, is kind of cooked with Oricorios. Oh, no. I just realized DBZ has no way to deal with Oricorios. Oh, no. This is going to be one of the longest games of the day, I feel like. So we have double Oricorio versus double Indeedee. And unfortunately for DBZ, the only damage he can do is helmet damage. Oh, no. Okay. Siren's going for it. Just saying YOLO McDolo, and they're going for it. That mirror shot was so huge, it froze the game. Alright, so we've got Indeedee. Stumped up Indeedee. Indeedee it is. If they can retreat, put down a basic, and attack with Mega Altaria, they can knock out this Magnezone. Okay, one Magnezone down. This is gonna be like a literal slugfest, a battle of attrition here. DBZ needs to be careful though, because Siren does run a Guzma, and the only way you can kill these Oricorios is with helmet damage. Both players only gonna be taking, or not both players, I'm sorry. Siren gonna be taking no damage because there's only EXs on the field. So they're only taking damage when they attack into a helmet. And DBZ is going to be able to heal 40 damage a turn. So theoretically, this Oricorio is only doing 10 damage every single turn. All right, let's see how this works. Siren looking for that Magnezone setup. Did I say that right? Siren looking for that Magnezone setup. Again, I'm losing my mind. I feel like I'm not even saying sentences right anymore. This is a Christmas song, but it's still on the playlist. My bad. It's just too good to get rid of. We're gonna listen to it. Shout out to Neji. This is another Neji remix. Alright, again, we're hitting... This is kind of smart. Do some damage to the Altaria. We're gonna heal back up to full, though. That was kind of a misplay, wasn't it? Oh, well. Turn 15! Oh, my lord. There's a cape. There's two capes! This is gonna take forever, folks. By the way, they win as soon as they kill this Indeedee because they can Guzma off the helmet the second they attach the other helmet. Bro, this is such a battle. Red card going out. What a battle. Again, this is probably going to take the entire round watching this. Elite, thank you for the follow. Reminder, guys, I'm on a 3-minute delay, so if I say thank you for a follow 3 minutes later, that is why. Alright, so we've got the Magneton ready to go, and we can... What are we doing here? In 3 more turns, I think it is, we'll be able to watch the Magnezone one-shot this Indeedee. Uh-oh. Wait, what's DBZ doing? Don't put the helmet down. I don't know why we did that. Well, again, doing 10 damage a turn. Heal ourselves back up to full on one and almost full on the other. I don't know why we retreated like that, but I think DBZ is just getting bored. Oh my god, a heal. Back up to full. This is ridiculous.
Oh, this is ridiculous. And I tell you what, that boy needs an ass whooping.
I see now, though, why DBZ was like, he was in chat and he was like worried. He was like, bro, I'm gonna lose. This is not good. And now I think we kind of understand why he was saying that, right? I feel like I do have a better understanding as to why he was saying that. I'm kind of confused, though, why we're like not using this time to make sure he's hitting into that helmet. Because that's the only way we're gonna win this game. I think in 6 turns, it ends up going to a tie, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it goes to whoever has the most prize points. But I think the game ends at turn 30. We're going to find out. In DBZ's defense, he is doing a great job at spreading the damage out. He can't let himself get to 90 health or he dies, because that's when the Magnezone can come in and one-shot him. Again, I'm confused, though, why we're doing things like this. He's gonna have to do... Alright, it's turn 28. This is nuts. Dude, exactly. Or he's trying to punch a cactus to victory. But he's got boxing gloves on. So he's not taking very much damage. Oh, wait, no. The cactus is made of iron. I don't know. How's that work? The cactus is a fake cactus. He's punching a fake cactus. He's only doing 10 damage at a time. All right, turn 30. I think it ends next round. I think this is it. Final round. We're going to see how this ends. Oh, this is good. Does this go to a tie? Absolutely hilarious. Oh, wait. Tie. Battle is over. I don't know what the tie rules are, but that's hilarious. I've never seen that happen in a tournament. Good thing I'm recording that, because I'm definitely going to clip that. So, Well, I guess if you guys were ever curious, that's what happens when you go to turn 30 in a tournament. All right, let's see. Ties. Tie rule. What's the tie rule? Game ties. In the event of an in-game tie, players must... Hold on, let's do this real quick. Let me hide that for just a sec. So, again, game ties. In the event of an in-game tie, players must start a new game to determine the tiebreaker. The first player to knock out a Pokemon in this tiebreaker game will be declared the winner of the tied game. Once a tiebreaker is determined for the tied game, the players may proceed with any remaining games as necessary. If a player would like to intentionally draw the round, both players must first come to an agreement. So, essentially, for this round, we still are in this round. We have to go to a tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, everybody's done. Everybody's way done. We're waiting on this one game. This is hilarious. Let me check here what's going on. No. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. Let me figure out what's going on here. Should be a tie. Again, guys, sorry, I'm waiting for them to start the next round, I think. I'm not sure what's going on here. Ziggo, do you want to... Hold on, I'll talk to you in Discord. Okay, I think they're searching now. I believe. I think they just tied it also, so it's 1-1. I don't know. Are we doing tiebreaker rules then? I would imagine it's not going into a tiebreaker. I think we're just going to settle it as 1-1. Let me hide this. Lazzarini, that's the question. How does MTG deal with Ori? That is the question here. Rocky Helmet is literally the only answer. That's it. That's all you can do. In a sense, it is kind of boring, but it's kind of funny too. Like this, I've never seen a match like this. At least not in tournament play. Like this is like a YouTube match or something, you know, something you'd set up with your friends. Not something you'd actually see in top 8 of a tournament. Again, I believe the players are searching. In the meantime, I guess maybe this is a good time to run the spiel. Hold on one sec. Let me do something on the side here. All right. Now is probably a good time to get the spiel. Again, my name's Jay Dankus. Guys, if you're not yet subbed up to the channel, make sure you do me a big solid. Hit that follow button. Hit that sub button if you're over on YouTube. If you guys are on Twitch, again, make sure to hit the follow button. Tomorrow, I will be live with Taj, casting Pocket Mats. If you guys are entered in Pocket Mats, I'll keep an eye out for you. Otherwise, I'll keep an eye out for you in chat tomorrow. But today, it's just me. We're casting Top Cut for Pocket Legends League number 49. Here we go. Starting off with Oricorio out front, just to let them know, right? Oh my god, starting off with an Indeedee out front. Sudden death. First to KO Oman wins the set. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Reggie. How's this gonna work out? All right, I'm going to see exactly how they're going to plan on playing this. I believe it's going into sudden death. Oh, boy. Big hand here. We've got double Oricorios, double Indeedis are down on the field. The second Oricorio has hit the tower, or I mean the field. All right, here we go. Oricorio going out first. Going to do 50 damage. So, just verified with the judges on how this round is going to go. They are currently sitting 1-1. The first person to get a kill here on Amon takes the entire round, I believe. Keep in mind, we're only doing 10 damage at a time with these Oricorios. Charlie, what's up, dude? Oops, I think I just sent that to all my chats. Either way, what's up, Charlie? Charlie is a buddy of mine. You guys are all buddies of mine, though. Got the whole community here. All right. So again, we're doing 10 damage at a time here. We do have the helmet out. However, we look back at Siren's hand. We've got Focus on Our Lady. Ooh, hey, hold on. Hold on. What are we going to do here? I think that's a bit early to use the Sabrina. I would have saved it, maybe. Huh. I don't know. I think DBZ's in trouble. I think if this is going to be a sudden death round... the fact that he is... the fact that 2 Oricorios are already on the field and the Sabrina just went bye-bye, it's gonna be ugly. We might end up tying again here. This might be a round 30 game again, folks. Get your popcorn, get ready for a long one. I don't know. Who got a kill last game? I think DBZ was the first one to get a kill last game. And I don't think Siren got a kill, unfortunately. So... we're gonna have to see how this pans out. This could, again, could be a round 30 game. Buckle up. All right. Indeed. Indeed he is. Indeed he's coming back. Okay, ending the turn. I didn't see it. Are we already on turn 11? We're almost halfway there, guys. We're almost halfway there. There's the cape. Just to really, you know, stall this out even longer. Again, guys, if you guys are just tuning into this, we are watching double Oricorio versus double Indeedee. Oricorio's doing 10 damage at a time. The Indeedee team is essentially Oricorio locked. They have no way to handle Oricorio except for Helmet. So, we are doing 20 damage a time, but only when we attack into the Indeedee. And when the Oricorio attacks into the Indeedee, it's only doing 10 damage at a time. Effectively 10 damage. I need to do this. Throw them dots up. Bink, bink. It's tie game, so we're sitting 1-1. First person to get a kill here wins the entire round. Takes all the beans. I want to know what's going to happen when we hit a second tiebreaker. Like when we hit tie again, nobody dies, we hit tie, then what? Here's the Mars. Jexu says they need to do a coin flip to decide who wins if it's a tie again. I think that's a good idea, right? Do a coin flip. I know this is like annoying, but in a way, this is hilarious. Like, is this not content? At this rate, it is looking like a tie. A Tyrus. All right, again, once we hit round 30, it will end. The game will end. It forces it into a tie. One thing to note, too, again, DBZ had 1 prize point last game. And we still, like, when we hit that round 30, it still just ended in a tie. It didn't matter if he had 1 prize point or was up prize points at that point in time. None of that matters. Nothing else matters. DBZ is also playing these in a really, really, really smart way, where he's making sure these Indeedees stay, like, fully topped off. The downside is the Alterias are kind of taking a hit instead, but, like, he's playing it in a very smart way where he's, like, shifting around how much damage is being done. Again, lives are on the line here, though, so I understand why players are playing like this. It makes sense, right? We're gonna see the heal. Do we double heal here? We may have a chance at a win here. There may be a chance at a win. I think DBZ might have just goofed. I think we needed to heal the Indeedee. Actually, no, maybe not. That might be exactly what DBZ's wanting Siren to do, is throw the Cyrus out there. I was going to say, if they Cyrus in the Indeedee, they could take it down to 10 health, which would be really hard to heal it back up at that point. However, that's the only Cyrus that Siren has. So it wouldn't get the kill, and then you would waste your Cyrus. All right, we're going to see... Again, the damage just getting, like, juggled around here between Alterias and the Indeedee with the helmet on. Lazarini says this will be a tie. Oh, wait, I already read that. Yeah, it will be a tie again, though. Ugh. I am losing my voice. I have been streaming too many games. Talking with the judges to see like what might happen if this does go down to another tie again. I suggested a third tiebreaker. You guys want to watch one more of these, right? You guys would be down for one more? Good news is 9 more rounds, folks. We're almost there. Holy moly. Again, I've never seen anything like this, so I'm not upset. I think it's funny. At this point, I'm rooting for the tie. I want the tie to happen. I want a double tie. Come on. We can get 2, right? Come on, chat. Root for 2. The 2 time. Get it like the 2 T-I-E-M? The 2 tie-em? Jexy says, whoever deals the most amount of damage wins? Well, in that case, Siren would win. But what if we did like whoever heals the most amount of damage? That could be a determining factor. Because on the opposite end, this Indeedee has probably healed... What? What's 50 damage times... Let's say 17 turns. We'll do 27 turns. 50... So that's... 1,000 damage at least. 1,500 damage. Ooh, it's the GOAT himself, Pocket Mads. What's up, dude? This match is absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like this. Not only did we have one round like where it made it all the way to the end and hit tie, but we're about to see a second one, I feel like. And I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for the two-time tie. Get it? The 2 tie-em. Also, again, guys, big shout out to Pocket Mads. I will be live tomorrow with Taj, casting Pocket Mads. What number is it? What are we up to? 16? I think it's Pocket Mads number 16. Crimson Collusion? Collision? Catastrophe? Calamity? Hold on, what is it? Let me find out. Crimson Cascade! I wasn't even close. Alright. We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. Again, this is absolutely cinema. Pokémons, I think you're right. Like, what would this theoretically go on for? Another... however many turns? Now that the helmet's gone, oh boy, we're Cyrusing. Cyrus Gabirus for no reason. Turn 29. This is the only Cyrus that Siren has. So, there's no way to get this Indeedee back into the active. All right, this is it, guys. A double tiebreaker tie game. What in the heck? What the heck? Again, as long as he retreats here, I think that's it. It's a tie. Bro, Light Rain, if this is what happens tomorrow, look at this. Again, double tie. I've never seen this. The 2-time. The double tie. This is absolutely hilarious. Again, I've never seen a stalemate like this. I've never seen a match like this. Pokémon says DBZ's not even playing a PCL. Bro, if you put a PCL in there, that would just extend this whole thing another, like, 10 rounds. All right, let me see what's going on. I think they're going to flip a coin, because... I hope. Maybe. Actually, no, I'm pushing for the third tiebreaker. What do you guys think, chat? Third tiebreaker? This is absolutely hilarious. Again, so we're in the double tie, and we're in like tiebreaker rules, where like it was the first person to get a kill, and nobody can even get a kill. That was insane. So hold on, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here. And I'm still like absolutely stunned about how that just went down. I feel bad for everybody else waiting to proceed to top 4. Because yeah. We're still doing this. This is hilarious. 1 second here. Let's see what's going on. Well, yeah, everybody else is done. We're waiting to get into the top 4. It's gonna be Raphael, Froggy X Momo, Gregor Master, and then either DBZ or Siren. Depending on how this goes. Again, I've never seen anything like this. Not only did this happen once, but it happened twice. Hang tight, guys. Sorry, we're figuring it out with the judges. I want to see what, like, is even being suggested here between the players. I mean, obviously, both players, at this point, I wouldn't want to just say, like, no, forget it. Just go ahead and move on. I played those 2 insane 30-round games for nothing. Again, I'm rooting for a third tiebreaker. That's my option. That's what my vote is. Chat, what do you guys think? Flip a coin. Go for a third tiebreaker. What could we do? Slash roll. Does that work? All right, we've got action. Hold on. Let me hide it here so we don't spoil the password. Where is it? Wink. Are we searching a game? Oh my god, we're searching again, folks. Let's do it. We're going for a third one. We're going for a third one. Light Rain, I've had a couple times where I've reached timeout like that in ranked. But never in a tournament and never back-to-back like that. That was absolutely banana bonkers. Let's put on some music here, folks. We're gonna start jamming. Also, thank you for everybody who's hanging out on Twitch and YouTube. Guys, if you're new here, you haven't yet hit that sub button or that follow button. If you're on Twitch, make sure to hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that sub button. We are in game 3 Not even. Well, how does this count? Game 3 after 2 ties. Like, how do I introduce this game? The third tiebreaker? We're in the third tiebreaker, folks. Things are looking good for DBZ, though. We only see one Oricorio on the field. All right, here we go. Wait, what's going on here? Now we have... This might play a little differently because we have Giratina, so we can't bounce around like we did last... Oh, no. Uh-oh. I take back everything I just said, folks. It's game over. Whoa, ho, 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 yeah. The double Magneton going out. That was a huge Clement play right there. That's the Clement pose, by the way. Whoa, ho, 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 yeah. All right, double Tina on the field. We need to find our other Indeedee. Or this is gonna get ugly, Indeedee. Indeedee it will. If Siren can find a Magnezone right now, that might... Oh! What just happened? We're froze. But the problem is, if Siren attacks, he's then like he could get Cyrus. Lewis, that's what it was the last game though. It was first to KO Amon, neither person KO'd, and we went all the way to round 30. Turn 30, I guess, not round. Do 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 do. Okay, sorry, let me lock in. What do we got going on here? What did I miss? We're in trouble. I think DBZ might not be able to win this. He's not going to have the heals like he did last time. And I think that'll be it for him. See, the problem is for DBZ, filled the board, and I believe you're going to need the Indeedee heals. That 40 heals every round is crucial. And not having that might cost him the game here. I don't know. We're going to find out. We don't have any damage opportunities set up on either of the Magnezones either. And these Oricorios are just going to be able to chip until we're down into range. I think we're in trouble here. Pocketmad says, I'd say total damage on the board. Too bad we can't check, like, previous matches, right? But you can check the current match. You're right there. That's a good question. Lightrain says, what's the official TCG do in situations like this? I am not an official TCG player, so somebody fill me in. Clue me in. 3 minutes from now. Again, guys, reminder, I am on a 3-minute delay. Oops, I accidentally sent that message to everybody. I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. I use, like, Streamer Bot. So, I send chat messages to both YouTube and Twitch when I was trying to just reply to, like, Pocket Mads right there. Pocket Mad says it would be total damage on the board. In which case, does it count if you're attacking into an Oricorio and not doing any effective damage? But you're still, like, doing the 130, right? Does that total up anywhere? Probably not. Because if that's the case, right, doesn't Oricorio... Oricorio? Doesn't Oricorio win? Oh, hold on. Never mind. Strike that. Reverse it. Pocket Mad says the official TCG couldn't or wouldn't be able to calculate total damage dealt easily. They would go by the board state. It's funny. So I will say in the first game, DBZ had 1 prize point when they tied, or when they hit round 30. However, it still acted as a tie. Like, the game still counted it as a tie officially. Game over. Finally, guys, we see an end to this. That'll do it. Light Rain says, I'm reading the rule book, and there's a section on upset parents. Well, you need to fill us in. I want to know. That's hilarious. Do we have any upset parents right now? Oh no, I just said it to everybody again. Are they playing the game out then? Is that what we're doing here? Or is it theoretically over? Countered? What just happened? I mean, I'm down to watch this go to the end. And then hit a coin flip. I agree, Pocket Mads. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I guess I'm kind of confused on the ruling that they, like, are agreeing to here. Because if we're just going to, like, whoever wins the round, or whoever wins the official game, then I think DBZ is going to be okay. Sorry for my dogs freaking out. But I think DBZ is going to be okay by waiting to put the Indeedee in. And considering the fact that we're, like, continuing to play this game out, I think we might be okay. Maybe. We're going to find out. This Giratina is extremely close. I think we already played the one Cyrus that Siren has, though. Is your boy Shot? What's up? What's up, Shot? Sorry, guys. My dogs are going to be making noise here in just a sec. Bear with me. Wait a sec. What? Oh, we're checking the damage. Bro, this battle log has to go for days. It'll be the longest battle log I've ever seen. Effect activated. I think he's what? Checking for helmet? Watch him look and he's like, bro's playing the wrong deck list. Pocket Mats, if that's the case, then DBZ won the first round. Because he took a prize point the first round. So I think that's kind of why they might be playing it out this way. Whatever we're doing, Siren, we need to hurry, I would say. I believe the timer's running out. Unless we're... I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they're discussing it. Maybe it's going to be game over here. Never mind. We're going to see the Guzz. Maybe not. Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, double Indeedys. Doing Indeedy things. Pokemods, it's looking like a coin flip. What an insane line of games, though, you guys. 3 stalemates in a row. Oh, I see we are equally matched. All right, DBZ. I don't know what we're doing. We're thinking things out. Here we go. Heal it up, yo. DBZ is good at the math. He knows how to, like, heal everybody up in a way. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, never mind. We only have 1 Cyrus. We're good. I was gonna say, Giratina is in trouble. But, again, we only have 1 Cyrus. And they already spent it. So we should be good there. We are getting pretty low, though. This is getting a little scary, huh? Jexu, if they did first to win, then it's kind of, or like first to get a kill, then it, I don't know. Theoretically, they should be, I think. I think that was the rule agreed, but I at the same time, it's not really fair because they didn't do that for the first game when DBZ had a point. Oh, Momo, that the judges are definitely watching this at this point. There it is. 3 in a row. 3 stalemates in a row. I've never, ever in my life seen this ever. Not only that, that's 3 stalemates in a tournament. In top 8. Alright, so what do we do here? Hold on, let's figure out what we're doing. What did they decide? Did they flip a coin? Next round's up, so somebody flipped. Somebody flipped the coin. Wait, did they just cancel him out of the tournament? Hold on. Oh, no. There it is. Siren won. Huh. They must have just gone with first kill rules then. Tiebreaker rules. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna swap it up here, guys. Maybe. Who can we watch? Yep. We can go... Where's Big G? Gregor! Hey, Gregor, it's Jade Ankist. I was hoping to watch your match if you could stream it. But, just a heads up, it doesn't look like you're streaming your gameplay. But if you could, I would be stoked. I would love to watch it. Alright, I'm gonna put you back on the def in there. Okay. Well, I wanted to watch Gregor and Raphael, but they're not streaming their game. God dang it.
Now, god dang it, Bobby.
All right. Sorry, guys. We gotta go with the backup here, I guess. Frustrating. Hold on. We might do this, too. Sorry, gang. We're gonna do this. Back to Siren. That way I don't have to switch his deck up. Plus, the gameplay looks really good. It's nice and crisp. Give me a sec. Let me swap up the player names and stuff. Going up against... so we're watching Siren going up against Momo. There we go. Bro, this was these Ndidis talking to each other last game. I won't let you get away with this. Just healing everybody up. All right. Deck lists are up. We are in top 4 of Pocket Legends League. My name's Jade Ankus. I'm sure you guys know me by now. I've been saying it all day long. Either way, guys, if you're just tuning in, you're not yet followed up on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that sub button over on the YouTube channel. Also, if you're on YouTube, drop a like for me if you could. Appreciate it. Starting off strong. Momo, 2 points. Ripping up 2 points. We've got Oricorio on the field. Only thing that can take out the Oricorio here is the Greninja. However, we have a Cyrus, Cape, everything like ready to go to take out this Suicune. Both the Oricorios sitting at full health. Both of them ready to go for energy as well. I would say Siren's looking pretty good right about now. Double Cape. Double Cape Sunday. Oh, wait, no, it's Friday. Oh, there's DBZ. Shout out to DBZ in chat. Yeah, no kidding. I'm tired boss JPEG. MTG's right. Undefeated. Technically, he was undefeated. Wait a sec. Was that your first loss? Oh, no. Don't tell me that was your first loss. Bro, that was DBZ's first loss. Which is crazy that, like, you didn't lose to Oricorio, you just couldn't win against Oricorio. I think Pocket Mads was saying, too, that he really likes the Giratina Mega Altaria deck. Again, if you guys haven't checked out Pocket Mads, I guess deck breakdown, it was a ranked deck breakdown. If you haven't checked that out today, make sure to go do that. Wait a sec, what are we doing? We didn't just concede, did we? Why? Wait, why? 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 We had it. Didn't we? What am I missing there? Oh, never mind. Siren didn't have any points, and it was over. That is why. Did I finish my spiel about Pokémons? Either way, guys, if you didn't go watch Pokémons deck breakdown today for the ranked decks, make sure you go do that. Speaking of Pokémons, I will be streaming with Taj tomorrow for Swiss rounds. Starting at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. I believe it's going to be over on Taj's channel, maybe maybe Pokémons YouTube, and then Taj's Twitch, I think is how we'll do that. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, make sure you're tuned in for that tomorrow, guys. And then I think Pokémons join in the fray on Sunday. Sunday. All right, we're moving into game number 2. I think, wait, hold on. Let me check the counter on that. Was that game number 2? Been yapping too much and I'm losing my mind. Yes, that was game... Actually, no, that was game number 1. I'm sorry. Game number 1, going to Momo. What you know, Mo, about the Momo? Kind of a rough spot to be in if you're this Oricorio, I feel like. You are in jeopardy of dying. They could poke Center Lady. They could focus on Our Lady. I think that's what I would do, is focus on Our Lady. Make sure she's nice and happy. Hit the red card. Why not? If you're me, you just gave him 2 candies and a frog. And then you just top deck the other frog. A double candy would be actually theoretically be disgusting because it would be enough to take out Oricorio, but clearly they didn't get it. Clearly they didn't get no double candy. There's Clem, however, he's going to be entirely useless due to the fact that we already have a Magneton in hand. Never mind, we can copycat out of there. Get rid of both of them. Nope, he's back. Clem's back. Okay, not a bad spot to be in if you're Siren. Neither of these frogs have any energy on them. So, even if they wanted to, like, evolve into the Ping Greninja and take out this Oricorio, they could not do that yet. Not only that, but Indeedee is now in... Oh, never mind. Did my maths wrong. Say Indeedee was in kill range, but it's going to be 10 damage away from dying to Magnezone. Get in the zone. Magnezone. Okay, Electro Ball. Or excuse me, Magnemite Electro Ball. I'm reading the moves and I'm saying the names. Clem, coming in handy. Big Clam Dog. Alright, not sitting too terrible. I personally I don't know. I don't know what I would have done there. To say, I might have put the energy on the other Oricorio just in case, right? But then I guess if they do something to kill the frontline Oricorio, I'm just going in with the other Magnezone. Speaking of which, Indeedee is almost dead. Momo definitely playing on the back foot this game. I think now that they've got the Froakie set up with the Suicune in the active, they do have a chance to kind of make some lines here, but it was definitely kind of rough there for a minute. If you are Siren, let's see what we're doing if we're Siren here. Pokeball in hand, we've got Magneton. Magneton of fun. Alright, energy going out. Volt charging it up. We'll hit the research. Capes. All right, Suicune at 70 health, gonna heal back up to 90. But I think that's enough for Magnezone. We do see a Greninja. Interesting that Momo chose to evolve the frog with no energy on it. Oh, big doggin. Hagen doggin. And a Cyrus play. All right. I mean, it's something, but at the same time, now Siren can counter with Magnezone or even Oricorio. I think I would personally go with Magnezone, though, right? You set up the effect, the pseudo confuse. Although, they can't do damage to Oricorio, so why not, right? Momo is running 2 Cyruses. 2 Cyrai. Why did we do that? I'm confused. Was that a misplay? Might have been a misplay. Not the end of the world. Oh, I think they realized, hey, I got Cyrus, and it's now Cyrus Goodbyrus. Get rid of the heals. By the way, Raphael is up and streaming now. Let me see. Hopefully he's winning. Uh-oh, he's losing. He's losing! It might be... Is it gonna come down to... I guess, okay, so it might come down to Suicune and Mega Altaria then. If we see Siren lose this turn, or lose this match, which I think that might have locked it in right there. And then... Yeah, I think they lose, right? Rough. All right, Siren's out of it. Good play for Siren and Momo. Excellent game with Siren and that insane gauntlet. Let's hop into Raphael's game real quick. Looks like they are in Discord. Give me a sec. All right, here we go. I hope I have enough time to load the decks. Hope I'm spelling the name right. That's game. Indeedy. Taking the dubs. Damn. Before I could even get it loaded up. Well, that stinks. There goes Venusaur. Looks like our final round. Gonna be between Momo, Frog from Momo from Frog, And Gregor Master. We've seen Gregor before. Gregor Master playing Mega Altaria Indeedee. Momo playing Suicune Greninja. All right, let's hop into it. We got to get into one of their channels. Again, big shout out to Raphael. Love this deck. I was rooting for you, but I'm rooting for everybody, so. All right. In the meantime. All right, we are going to be watching Momo, Frog Momo. Again, going up against Gregor. Spell it right? I hope I spelled it right. Gregor Master. Oops, I think I have that backwards. Yep, I do. One sec, guys, I gotta switch the deck list. Big Man Blastoise. They are just getting ready to search the game as well. As soon as they are searching, I will pull it up. Gregor playing... I have the right one. I hope I have Gregor's deck. Let me get everybody's deck right. Big Man Blastoise, Big Man Altaria. Ooh, actually, Gregor's playing a really interesting deck. I don't think we've seen this at all today. Pull this up. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Just a sec. As soon as I get into the game, I'll pull the gameplay up. While we're waiting, I'm gonna go take a quick look at Gregor Master's deck. Going through that, it's kind of interesting. So he's running double Chingling, a single Jirachi, a single Indeedee, a single Klefki. Which is kind of interesting. Klefki, again, has the, like, Guzma effect, but you do have to, like, discard it off the bench to make it happen. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. Bro, MTG, that's so crazy that you went out that way. Very unfortunate, right? DBZ had 0 losses, technically. He lost the tournament with having 0 losses. I've never even heard of that. That's the first, DBZ. That's like my luck. Again, you lost the tournament without technically losing a match. Well, technically you kind of did, I guess. But, you know what I mean. Technically you didn't, right? I can use that technically going either way. Technically you didn't, but technically you did. I agree, guys. The Frog guys are the GOATs. Shout out to the Frog players. They are excellent. You know what they do? They are a community, right? And they play together. They play against each other. And they practice against each other. And that's why they're good. They play the best. They figure out what the best decks are. And then they practice them by playing against each other. So, I mean, when you have some of the smartest minds in the world at Pocket all grouped together and try and, like, community-wise play the game, it ends up being what you see with the frog guys. Constant turny top cuts. All right, guys, getting into the gameplay here. We got Jirachi out front, Indeedee out front for Momo. Not the greatest start, I would say, if you're Momo. That hand's looking a little rough. DBZ says, I beat Gregor. I'm his only loss. DBZ, you got robbed, brother. I was gonna say brother and buddy. Brother, you got robbed, brother. Butter. What are we waiting on here? Did the game freeze? I think the game froze. Hold on. That's not good. Game frozen. Wondering why nothing was happening. Let me pull it back up, possibly. There it goes. All right, Qingling coming out, which is a good play. This is gonna item lock down the Froakie for another turn. Not only that, but they're gonna put a helmet on the Qingling. So in order to get this down, the Suicune's gonna have to attack into it. Good news is Suicune does have the helmet, but Gregor does drop, or not drop, Gregor does have the Guzma Klefki. So we'll have to see how this works out. Man, rough draws for Momo. All right, we do see Mega Alt. Oh, not good. Mega Alt with a Cyrus, no less. So this is going to be the end of Indeedee. Now, Momo not in a terrible spot here, I would say, because... Let's see what we get here. Alrighty, that's what I'm talking about. If you're Momo, you're kind of happy here, I would say, right? Gonna hit him with the Mars, drop him down to one card. You're gonna do 80 plus 100, no, plus 20, excuse me, 80 plus 20, so you're gonna do 100 damage to Altaria here. 2 Cyruses in hand. I believe the Mars red card, what do they have? I believe it was already played. They do have a Mars. However, they do also run a red. Oh my god, going for a sleep play. Sing your heart out. Warm that coin up. Oh no! That's a shame, because they were like on track to win this, right? Wait, why are we doing that? Oh, smart! Bro! Look how fast Momo's moving, too. This is like speed chess right here. Ding, 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 ding. We're awake. All right, now what do we do, though? Do we retreat back into Swablu and go for another Sing play? You can do, baby. All right. What are we doing here? All right. Big dub. God dang it, I looked away. I looked away and I missed the sleep play. They woke up, hit the Cyrus, and it was good virus. Game 1 to Momo. We just need one Momo of those. One Momo of those, and Momo takes it. Guys, one last reminder. My name's Jade Ankist. If you haven't yet hit that follow button over on Twitch, do me a big solid. Go hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, make sure to drop a sub for me, as well as hit that like button. That'd be awesome if you could. And again, reminder, tomorrow you can catch me streaming with Taj over on Pocket Mads. We're going to be streaming Pocket Mads Swiss rounds starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. All right, here we go. Logan, I agree, but those sleep plays can come in clutch. How many games have we seen a Swablu end up sleeping in and like winning the game, clutching it up? Too many times. I really enjoy the Swablu into Mega Altaria combo. Very, very nasty. I like the fact that it's 2 energy, and then Swablu has a 1 energy attack that can like crowd control, CC you somehow. Speaking of being CC'd. I think this spot kind of sucks for Momo. They might end up giving up a point here, but at the same time, we're just setting up to do the exact same thing we did last time. All right, big, 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 big. These are big plays. I would put the energy on Suicune just in case you do get your Froakie rocked, right? That's how I'm playing it. And then just hope for the Cyrus. Then it's Cyrus good virus. Cyrus in hand. However, they are running a red. Oh, this is scary. Oh, but that's big. No, wait, I think that's the wrong ninja. I think they're trying to go for EX ninja so they can... Uh-oh. Okay. That's why they didn't attack. I didn't matter if they had red. Wait, it could matter. Oh my god, copycat. We're safe. Momo. See, this is why Momo is like a top level player, is I completely overlooked the fact that they had the Klefki and a possible red play right there, which would have just been instant death, right? And especially if you attack into Mega Altaria with that helmet, you would have died. That would have been game over. We do hit the Mars. This could be good. Actually, no, it's game over, is it not? Because they can just go and... Oh, no. I think they had to hit the Irida there. Right? Yeah, that's game over. I was going to say, either they had to hit the Irida and retreat, or... It just didn't work out, because they didn't get the other ninja. We're going into a game 3, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Game 3, let's do it. Game 3, between Gregor Master and Frog EX Momo. Logan says, take notes, pound Swablu players. I think Swablu pound players are almost extinct at this point. Non-existent, that's what I was trying to say. Alrighty. Starting off with the big Joe Roch. We're gonna hit a 4-card copycat. Not a bad start if you're Gregor. Okay, take the Chingling as well. That way you can decide if you want to just lock down the Suicune. Well, maybe not. Alright, here we go. Good looking board for Momo as well. It's real good, folks. Things are looking good. Hold on, though. Are they looking good? I think I would not attack this Jirachi, right? Is that the play? Don't attack this Jirachi. No, then you're effed anyways, if you do that. Tough play here. I like that. Okay. Well, double Candy. Double Greninjas. We do have one Ping Greninja already played. We have the other one ready to go next turn. I guess as long as we don't attack, we're good, right? Is that how this works? That could be big. The Irida could be huge. I think we just stall one more turn, right? So he's gonna try to... Uh-oh. Well, that makes sense, though. But that might also be the wrong play. Okay, yes. Big hits. Like this. Doing it. So what's good here is you're gonna be able to just double ping them down. Congrats to our winner. Tournament winner. I really don't see a way out of this. The Cyrus really locking it in there too, folks. Gregor does not run any sort of heals other than an Indeedee. Uh-oh. Is it enough? It doesn't matter, I guess. With the Cyrus, it's goodbye, Iris. They did hit the Indeedee, though. That's crazy. So the Indeedee comes out. We're going to heal up to 50. That'll be game. Congrats to the tournament winner, Momo. Froggy X Momo. That was a great 3-game final round. Gregor Master with a interesting Klefki addition to Swablu. I like it. Frog, Momo showing us how it's done with Suicune, right? Them frog boys know their way around a Suicune deck, that's for sure. Alright, guys. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. Thank you guys so much for inviting me. PLL crew, Travi, all you guys, thank you so much. Connor, Ziggo, thank you for the help. Again, thank you everybody involved in Pocket Legends League. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for casting your games. Thank you again, everybody involved. My name's Jay Dankist. One last time, make sure you go hit that follow button on Twitch. Make sure you go hit that sub button on YouTube. Drop a like on this stream for me too if you could. I'd appreciate it. Reminder, guys, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. I'm going to be streaming Swiss rounds with Taj. You guys need to make sure you're there. Don't miss that. Also, guys, I believe I'm going to be live a little bit later. I think I'm going to take a break here, but I will be live a little bit later tonight. I'm going to continue grinding rank. I ended up hitting Master Ball. I hope you guys did too. But I will see you guys later tonight. So make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that sub button. Drop in for the live stream. We're going to have fun on the live stream. We're going to have fun. I promise you that. All right, guys. That's it for now. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate y'all. You guys have a great night, a great evening, a great rest of your afternoon, all that good stuff. In fact, hold on. Let me see. Is there any way I can raid somebody? If you guys hang out, we might end up raiding somebody on Twitch. Let's find out. I gotta wait. We'll wait. If you guys hang out, run out the timer on Twitch. We're gonna raid somebody. I'll figure it out. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great night. My name's Jay Dankist. I will see you all later tonight or tomorrow.